Good morning, everybody. Will Delegate Assembly please come to order? Everybody rise.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we've held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Now join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, let's be seated. Yeah, you can applaud, please. Please applaud. Yes. I don't usually start off with a speech, but I think today I'm in the mood to have a speech. So we have much to be thankful for, starting with our troops, our veterans, our law enforcement officers, and our emergency first responders. God bless America and all those who so much take care of her to keep our country safe and free. During the course of this today, you're going to hear some things that you're going to like, certain things you're not going to like. I'm going to please ask that you don't do any booing, okay? Or anything that would be disrespectful to the speaker that's here. Thank you. Law enforcement report.
Good morning. If you're a veteran, real quick, can you please stand? Get a round of applause for our veterans.
Yes,
and for the PBSO Honor Guard for coming out and helping us out with this. Thank you guys for your service. Okay. So as always, I'll get into traffic stats first. Actually, it's not going well. I can't read and hold the microphone at the same time. So within Century Village, we had 153 traffic stops that resulted in 52 citations, and 41 written warnings and 15 verbal warnings. In total, with calls for service and proactive patrols, we have 216 incidents. The only calls of note, unfortunately, the trend is still fraud, okay? But remember what I said last meeting? If you feel that it's a scam, please call us. I'm glad somebody actually did that this time, so I'll get into it. The victim clicked a Google ad in hopes of making money using cryptocurrency. Victim lost $17,500. It only gets worse. Another one, the victim was contacted via phone by someone claiming to be a federal agent. Suspect instructed victim to send $80,000 to avoid arrest, and this is what I'm happy about. The victim contacted PBSO. We told them it was a scam. They didn't lose any money. So please, I know not everybody comes to these meetings, but please spread the word. It's working, okay? Another one, the victim was contacted by someone impersonating a PBSO corrections officer who was requesting bail money for the victim's relative. The victim paid $800 via Apple Pay. And the last one, the victim sent the suspect $11,000 to invest as part of a romance scam. So they're not even a real person. They sent 11 grand. Okay, so with that, like I said, if it happens, please call us. But if you feel that you're a victim of a fraud thing, has anybody heard of IC3 in here? Okay, so what it is, it's run by the FBI, and if you feel that you're a victim of fraud, they can potentially, can't promise anything, help you get the money back before it's actually sent to these people. So please spread the word with that. You guys got a handout here. So any questions for me? No? Okay, real quick, so I didn't introduce my captain here, Captain Thibodeau. He's the head of North Region.
Good morning. So, name's Steve Thibodeau. I'm a captain with PBSO. I've been with the Sheriff's Office for a little over 31 years. Just recently assigned to your command, District 3, so I look forward to working with you. I've been here for just over a month now. We're going to work closely with your board, continue the relationship that we've established through the years, and make it a hopefully a seamless transition from your previous command. And also I have Lieutenant Putnick. He's my XO. Great guy to have. What a resource. So in addition to what Deputy Robinson had mentioned, you know, these frauds are huge. It's a big problem, and we're all capable of falling for the trick, especially with AI being so advanced. Understand that they can take now a 10-second clip of a voicemail from your granddaughter, your grandson, your loved ones, okay, and make that into a sound bite that says something along the lines of, you know, hey, Grandma, Grandpa, I'm in trouble. I can't talk. Send me $10,000. And you say, well, gosh, that's my granddaughter's voice. I know it's my granddaughter. She's sincerely in trouble. Let me send that money. It's a scam. Please do not fall for it. They are really clever on how to take care of business in today's world. It's incredibly difficult to distinguish any differences. What I recommend, it's been recommended by the FBI, and I've done it with my own family now, is create a family password, okay? Anything that you can think of. So alleged granddaughter calls you, she tells you the story and giving you an information where to send the money, and you just stop and say, what's the family password? It could be grapefruit. I don't care what it is, right? But if that person doesn't know what the family password is, you know it's a scam. But nonetheless, happy Veterans Day. I look forward to serving you, and thank you.
Thank you, sir. Real quick, by a show of hands, like I said, we've done the flyers to spread awareness for fraud, but we want to put a presentation together for like fraud information. Would anybody be interested in attending that? Show of hands. Okay, so we'll put something together, okay? We'll keep you guys posted. Real quick before we go, I want to introduce my partner, Deputy Plesnick. She's going to be helping us in here and keeping you guys safe, okay? But any questions for us before we go?
No.
Hi, Flora Simpson. I don't have a question. I just want to give a shout out to PBSO. I just want to thank you guys for attending our breast cancer awareness last month. Thank you for bringing the breast cancer card out for us to sign. Thank you for the flowers that you brought everyone. And thank you for bringing the rescue service animals out. Everyone was so happy, and thank
Absolutely.
you again. You're doing an excellent job.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us. We really appreciate it. And ma'am, what was your question? You can call the sheriff's office if you're suspicious, but if you're the victim of the scam, you can, does anybody have a pen and paper? You can write this down. It's a website you can go to if you're tech savvy. Actually, hang on. I had it on here, hang on. Right. You see that?
Oh, that light is so strong.
I don't see it on here. It's IC3. I know I had it on here. Hang on. It's all right. It's tips.fbi.gov is the website. Is that the 88? Right. Okay. So it's 561-688-3400 for our dispatch. It's a non-emergency line. What? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. It's I'll slow down. 561-688-3400. I know I talk kind of fast. I'll go it again. 561. Here, she's better than me.
I'm a little older than him, like twice his age, so 561-688-3400. That's our non-emergency, not for just this, but anything in general, any questions you guys have, or if you need to reach out to any of us in District 3 at all, you can reach out to us and we'll answer whatever. I can tell you 100% of the time, whenever you're being called from the sheriff's office and being asked for money, it's not real. Never, ever, not the jail, not anybody. We're holding somebody hostage. We got whatever. It's not happening. Nobody has warrants, and you have to pay money to get out of it. None of it's real, guys. And if you ever feel like you're a victim of this, or even if you just have a question about it, we'll answer it real quick for you, real easy. And we'd rather do that than have to do the entire report and the investigation into it. Trust me. It's a lot easier for us to just answer you, nope, that's a scam, that's fraud, than for us to come out and do all the stuff where we have to take all the information, blah, 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 okay? Sir? That was the tips.fbi.gov, that's correct? Tips, T-I-P-S, oh, what do you got? There's another one. I is in India, C is in Charlie, the number 3.gov, Golf, Oscar Victor. Yeah, I'm sorry, I was going to say gov, but I can't read that.
I can read it. This is where I come in. This
You
is my
can read
specialty.
it stands for Internet Crime Complaint, ICC. Got it? Everybody got that? A little bit slower was better? Yeah, definitely. All right.
She can talk next time.
Is that it? We're done? Yes.
So understand, that's not guaranteeing you're going to get your money back. It's all about timing. Everything's with timing. The moment you know you were scammed, you know that gut feeling that you had and you called us and you found out, good grief, I've been scammed, you have to make this notification. The only hope that there is that they're going to get it in transition before those monies are released from your financial institution, okay? And they're pretty good and they have had success, but there's no promises, so you got to be right on top of it. And if you don't understand how to use the computer that well, your grandkids know everything, right? They know how to call them up, get them to help you out, but it has to be fast. If you wait 48 hours, 72 hours, I think it's gone. It just disappears, and it's never going to be found again. So you have to help yourself by being quick.
Hey, I got a question for you guys. How many of you pay your bills with an Apple card or anything like that, a gift card? Nobody? So then why do we continue to give these guys money with gift cards, right? When you go to Walgreens and you go to buy a gift card, do you see that part where you have to sign where you're saying this is not a scam? It's because it's a scam, right? All right, so that's all you guys have to remember on that. We got anything else? Any other questions for us? All right, have a good one.
We'll see you this afternoon. Okay. I'll entertain a motion for the minutes. To accept the minutes. John Timmerman made a motion, seconded by John Hess. Are there any corrections to the minutes? Any corrections to the minutes? Minutes will be accepted as presented. On a quick note, this month I dedicated my column to scams. And what I was trying to get a point to you, if you have somebody that contacts you, whether it's your cable company, PBS, or computer company, if you think before you make that phone call a neighbor, call a friend, call somebody, and review what you're being asked, especially like with grandchildren or a family member. Like if you won $1 million and somebody calls you and says you think it might be too good because I don't play the lottery, it might just be too good. So just keep that in mind, and hopefully everybody reads the UCO Reporter. There's a lot of time and effort that goes into getting you as much information as possible from the people up on this dais, from UCO, from our wonderful editor, and from our property manager, Donald. Do we have any unfinished business? Do we have any unfinished business? Okay. New business. Donald, you're up.
Good morning, everyone. Just quick update on our two major projects, South Canal and North Canal. The South Canal, the dredging project, is currently in the Wellington section. We're doing some cleanup work in the previous section, which is Windsor, taking down some trees and preparing to put up a new fence. Once the contractor is done in the Wellington KL&M section, it will move across to the Andover section and then finally the Bedford section. So that project is moving along nicely. At North Canal, we're still in preparatory phase. We just finished with a survey of the canal property. That will be followed by our engineer, project manager, creating a request for proposal. And with any luck, everything will click and we'll be able to move straight into one project when the first project is complete. The other thing I wanted to report to you is the intermittent flooding issues that we've been experiencing, specifically on Century Boulevard and in the Southampton section. You're going to get a briefing today from county staff of what's going on with that. But long story short, in a nutshell, the storm drain system for the Reflection Bay project has connectivity with the Century Village storm drain system at several points where our properties meet. Since that storm drain system has not been installed yet, we're experiencing some flooding issues. We have storm drain catch basins that are ending nowhere. They're not going into a storm drain pipe. The Reflection Bay contractors are doing their best by digging temporary reservoirs to hold this water. When we get a heavy rain, they back up. We're going to have to live with this and be careful for a while, but just so you know, UCO is working closely with the owners of that property, their contractors, and their attorney, just to make this as painless as possible. But we're going to have a little bit of an issue. That's all I have for this month, unless anybody has anything for me. Thank you.
Treasurer's report.
Morning, everybody. Thank you, Fausto, for arranging that with PBSO. That was lovely for our Veterans Day celebration. Treasurer's report, I'm very pleased that as of this monthly, when you look at it, the budget is spot on. So everyone that worked on it last year to get it to this point, I want to say thank you to, because we're right there. I'm happy that we approved a very small decrease, so we're going to keep, steering the ship in the same direction, since it's sort of working out okay, and it doesn't, increase the burden. And that the burden being, we really need to be very careful as we go forward with our reserves. Your buildings are getting older. We're, seeing more and more people coming in having to do special assessments because suddenly a catwalk is collapsing. I really, encourage everyone to please, as we go into the budget season now, take the time to really think about your reserves and how much you're prepared for the eventuality of something going wrong. And so that's my finance wisdom. My other hat that I wear is I'm the chairman of the broadband committee, which includes the Breezeline contract. We did have a proposal during the summer from Breezeline, which was not acceptable to the committee. We're still working with Breezeline. They're trying to come up with some alternatives for us because the equipment is so old. They're trying to find a way to fulfill the last 4 years of this contract. So every month, next Wednesday, will be our broadband meeting, and BreezeLine will present where they're at with improving the service. We do get a report where about 4% of our population has had problems, or, from month over month, 3 to 4% of us have problems. So we know there's problems. If you are getting frustrated with it, come to the office, email us. We can escalate, and we've had great success. Fausto, Donald, and I have been working with the escalation group at BreezeLine, and so far, we don't know anyone that's, continuing to come back repeatedly. We get it fixed and it's done. So please come see us, and spread the word about that, because I don't think everybody realizes. Don't just keep calling numbers. Just come in and see us if you're having issues. Other than that, that's it for me. Thank you.
On that note, we've been getting some complaints that people have been held on the phone for 20, 30, 40 minutes. If that happens to you, please send an email to either Donald, myself, or Joanne, the date, the time, and how long you were on before you got a response. Because we're putting a folder together, and this way when we meet, we have things to tell them. Say, listen, your system is not perfect. You may have fixed it. You went from an hour to 45 minutes. But we need that information. So please speak up. Thank you. Donald.
Yeah, just one more thing that was on my list and I forgot to mention. Now that we're in season, many of you know that on the third Friday of each month, Fausto holds a town hall meeting in room C in this building. This is a very good opportunity for all residents, not just board members or presidents or even owners, to get information about how things work here at Century Village. Eva is usually there as well to answer questions and give information about the recreational facility. And there's also a open discussion period where anyone could bring up any topic of interest and discuss and come to some decisions. I would like you all, as our ambassadors, to tell your people in your associations, please attend this meeting. It's a big room, we've got plenty of space. And we really want to encourage you guys to come and let's see what's bothering you and how we can help here at UCO. Okay, it's 9:30 in the morning, and usually goes to about 11:30. And the next date is on the 21st of this month. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Donald. David, by the way, we do have a quorum. We have 124 registered delegates.
Good morning. Pleasantly surprised with the turnout today. 124 is a little bit above average, so thank you. And welcome back to our seasonal friends. It's good to see them again. And that's about all I have to report, except that on the last page of your agenda, you will see that not only is Christmas coming, but the UCO elections are coming as well. So if you're interested, and we hope lots and lots of people do decide to run for office, check out the positions that are open. I can tell you, the office open will be president, treasurer, 2 vice presidents, recording secretary, corresponding secretary, and 10 members to the executive board. Please consider it. All the details are on the back, and there'll be more details posted as we get closer to that time. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Ms. Ruth, an update from the reporter, please.
It will be brief. Through October 24th, from the beginning of the year to October 24th, the UCO reporter is ahead $12,595. We are very much in the black. We are getting new ads all the time, for which I'm very pleased. And, If you have any questions, you can always call me at the office or email me. Happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you next month.
Thank you, Ruth. Stuart, you're up. We'll hear from our Vice President.
Here we go. I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, and I was just thinking that this is my 31st Thanksgiving in Century Village. I cannot believe that I've been living here 31 years. It's amazing how fast time flies and how much I've seen and how much this village has changed, and I think for the better. And that's about it. And I was really impressed with the police department's display of saluting the flag and everything else that goes with it. Yeah. Okay, that's it for me.
Patricia, you're next.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Fausto, for the surprise. I didn't know what you had in mind, but that was beautiful. Thank you. And thank you to all you veterans. Very much appreciated. If it wasn't for you, I don't know what shape our country would be in. Also, I'd like to take the time out, because I never do this and I feel this way. All the people that helped Century Village, I want to give kudos to, such as Commissioner Weiss, Niels, Derek, Amy. They give us a lot of good information. They're here faithfully every month, and we should really appreciate it. Let's give them a round of applause. They deserve it. Thank you. Now, what do I want to say today? I sit here and think, what should I say? I'll just say whatever comes to mind. When the police were talking about fraud, you know, I used to get my explanation of benefits, my Medicare supplement, all these, and I would go over it just briefly. Recently, I started to take a real good look, and I found out that I was scammed through the insurance. One of the people from Medicare had sent me a letter. I didn't pay any attention to it, and then they called me and said, "We're from the fraud department. How's your hip?" I said, "My hips are fine." "Why are you asking?" "Well, we just paid $250,000 for a new hip for you." I said, "Really?" "Well, I think you have the wrong person, and why didn't you ask me before you paid it?" So people, please, and it also happened with my United Healthcare, with $70,000 for a face grift. If I had a face grift, I wouldn't look like this. But anyway, please, please read your explanation of benefits, because in the long run, it costs us more money. They're paying out a lot of money. I don't know how people are getting our numbers and how they're doing it. Now I read everything very carefully, and for me, it takes a very, very long time. So I want to say have a beautiful and blessed day, a happy Thanksgiving, happy Veterans Day, and God bless you all.
Bruce, you're up.
I'm not sure where to start. I've got several things lined up to talk to you about, but the first thing I want to do is I'm a member of the wood shop crew, and I want to show you a product of the work that's done there. This is a charcuterie board, which 2 years ago I didn't know what that was. It could be a cutting board. My wife really likes it. But the reason I brought this, there are 7 different planks in this board, and it all comes together to make a very beautiful piece of kitchenware. And the reason I wanted to bring it is because it reminds me of Century Village. My wife and I moved here a little over 5 years ago, and we immediately discovered that this is a wonderful community. We are a makeup of various ethnic groups, religious groups. We are a blended community, and it's a wonderful thing to go through here and see just how well things get done, how well we get along. So I'm proud and satisfied to be part of Century Village. I'm a little less satisfied. On the way over, I was reminded that many people who live here forgot their driver's ed training when they were in high school. I came to a four-way stop sign, and the person who came at least an hour after me went before me. that should not happen. So please review your driver's ed material and see if we can get it right. Also, I'm concerned about, and on Thursday morning, sometimes Wednesday, sometimes Mondays, I see bulk trash placed out. Please remind your neighbors that the earliest time to put it out is Thursday afternoon to take care of the unsightly and sometimes the dangerous trash. And then finally, we're coming up on a month and a half worth of holidays. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah. I urge you to embrace your holiday with decorations, with celebrations, and actually, I urge you to embrace it with worship. We've been given freedoms, certain inalienable rights by our Creator. Embrace your holidays these next several weeks. Thank you.
Thank you, Bruce. I'm going to sound like a priest now, or a preacher. Every month we put a package together, and it never fails that on Monday we'll get a phone call and somebody will say, when is our next election? What officers are up? David just told you, in here there's a flyer. The very last thing explains what to do and if you're going to run for office. And just before that, there is a page scheduling when the option sheets from your insurance company will be handed out. So at that time, one of your officers needs to come to one of these meetings to pick up the option sheets. Under normal circumstances, 60% don't even know what the option sheets are. And then when they finally get their bill, they say, we never signed, we never agreed to it. Well, if you're a part of our insurance program, you need to come to the presentation. Our vendor will be there. There'll be a short presentation. He will also be putting something for us that we can put on the TV so you can see it before you actually go to the presentation, or maybe right after. But the dates are Monday, December 8th, Tuesday, December 9th, and Wednesday, December 10th. Okay, it'll be here at the clubhouse, and it's your responsibility as officers to come and pick up those option sheets and decide whatever deductible you're planning to have. So please take these things, bring them home. Somebody just asked me today if we're going to have another pill drop. We're going to try to set one up for January or February, and most probably we'll do also a shredding event within the near future. Okay, we haven't picked a date yet, but we do stay on top and we do those things. The last thing that we have ordered, remember years ago we used to vote with a clicker? Okay, well that company went out of business. The product that we got was obsolete. David reached out, he did some homework, and we found a company that has, they've been around for 15 years, right? About 15 years, and they have a program that they guarantee will last us 10 years. We have ordered those clickers. So from as soon as we get that system implemented and we have the computers in place, instead of having placards, you'll be voting by remote control. Okay? So that'll be coming very shortly. Do we have anything for the good of the order? Yes? We didn't get that far yet. That decision has not yet been made. The question was, will we be using them for voting purposes? We're considering it, but we have elections. Yes. Paper, computer, and cloud. Triple backup. And if anybody's here that takes a picture, I know you take wonderful pictures, we'll have a picture backup. Okay, yes. Les?
Les Rivkin, Stratford J., president of the Century Village Democratic Club. On November 20th at 11 a.m., David Jolly will be here. He is running to be governor in 2026. Thank you. All Democrats are invited.
Okay. All right. Anything else for the good of the order? Any other comments? Did I miss anybody? I guess, Derek, you're not invited. I hope so. I hope so. Okay. Commissioner Weiss, would you like to say a few words? I'm sorry, we don't have a mic over there. Got to pass one down.
Well, good morning, everybody. Pleasure to be with you. First, I'll give my happy Thanksgiving greetings to you. So wishing you all very happy Thanksgiving. I won't see you until after that. But I'd like to have Eric McClellan, who is with our facilities department, to give you all an update. And then I have some other things I want to share with you. Eric, come on up, please.
Thank you, Commissioner. Good morning, everyone. Again, Eric McClellan. I'm with your county's Facilities Development and Operations Department. I want to give you an update on La Quinta, which I think most of you have heard about. And from the past, I know, just based upon the nature of my job, it's not always someone who you want to see or want to hear from, but I think today you're going to like what I have to say. So regarding La Quinta, I'm going to assume everyone in the room has at some point in time been involved in a real estate transaction. And through that experience, I'm sure you can realize sometimes it's a wild ride. And this proved to be no different. As we got towards closing and through our inspection period, we had some technical issues with title. There was a franchise arrangement that applied to the property that needed to be terminated that had not been completed. There was some liens that applied to the property that were still outstanding. There were some open building permits. There were some condition items of concern that we found. Nothing structurally. The facility is not going to, fall. It is not in any structural risk. But there was a myriad of things that we were continuing to work through, and that was taking some time. And as a result of that, patience and confidence, quite frankly, were starting to wear. So this Tuesday morning at the County Commission meeting, led by your district commissioner, Greg Weiss, the County Commission made the decision unanimously to terminate that agreement, which means we will no longer be pursuing the acquisition of that property. I did want to leave you with just a couple takeaways, however, based upon our experience through that. One is that everything in government is a process. When we were here, we heard a lot of people saying, this is a done deal. Why are you even telling us? Why are you here talking to us? Well, look where we came to. It wasn't a done deal. And I say that because I want you to understand that county staff, we recognize we are the frontline defenders of your public dollars. And that is not something we take lightly. We are not going to rush into anything that would be a bad investment for the county or that would not ultimately support our operational objectives. So I think your treasurer especially would probably say that's music to her ears. I also want to be very clear that that was a solution to a housing problem we have in this community. And because the solution has gone away, the problem has not. So we will continue to look at opportunities and options to address that issue. On behalf of the department, I did want to acknowledge and thank Donald, who was absolutely fantastic as a point of contact for us. You're very fortunate to have him as a management member of your community. And last but not least, happy Veterans Day to those of you who served. We are grateful for your service, and we wish you all a very happy, safe, and healthy holiday season. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you.
And I just want to reiterate, the problem has not been solved. I mean, we still have a housing need for folks with limited income, especially our senior community, and we will continue to pursue other options to provide the housing solutions that so many need in our community. The other thing I wanted to share with you is the recent traffic management issue going out on Okeechobee. That is by the Turnpike Authority. I have to share with you, we were not informed in advance of those lane changes that they implemented before they did it. In fact, our engineering department was not aware of it as well. And needless to say, once they started that work, our engineering and traffic management folks went to work to try and deal with the traffic light timing and the changes that are going to be necessary to support the improvements that they're making on the turnpike. One of the improvements, by the way, is a sound wall that's going to be going up adjacent to the Century Village property, which was something that had been agreed to many, many years ago and is finally going to be coming to fruition over the next couple of years as they complete this widening project. The expectation is this is going to go on for a number of years, this widening project. It's going to be done in phases, so I can't tell you what the next phase of the changes are going to be making to the roadway to support that. Just to share with you, and now we have established a communications plan with the Turnpike Authority, and once we get information, we will be sharing that with you and our folks at UCO so that it can be made sure it gets out wide to the community. So with that, that's all I have for you today. I want to also say that Niels is here with me and thank him for all the work he does in supporting me to help support you. And then wishing you all a happy Veterans Day. Niels, do you have something you'd want to? Why don't you, since you've got more information about it.
Well, I think Donald did a good job in kind of like explaining that it's the drainage. So there's two projects going on. There's the Reflection Bay, the homes that are going to be built, and the county staff, the contractor that they hired, is working on the improvements on the roadway on Haverhill. And the problem is that these contractors can't be working at the same time. So we're trying to figure it out. The county is making really good progress on the Haverhill road improvements, and we expect that in a couple of weeks before the year's end that they're going to be completely done. And that's what they're coordinating with Reflection Bay, so they're kind of like on pause. It's not because they're not wanting to do it, it's just because we can't have two contractors working on the roadway at the same time. So that's in a nutshell what's going on, and that's all I got. Thanks.
And thank everybody who served, and happy Veterans Day.
Thank you. Amy, would you like to go next? Derek doesn't mind ladies first, right?
Good morning, Century Village. I'm Amy Embersbach from Constitutional Tax Collector Ann Gannon's office. And, remember what Fausto said, and no booing, but, the property tax bills are in the mail if you have not received it already. If you have not received it, that doesn't mean you don't have to pay it. You can still go online to view your bill. So your easy payment options are, as a reminder, you pay in the month of November, you receive a 4% discount. You can pay by mail. Just remember, if you're sending us a check, we do ask that you don't call us in 2 days and say the check hasn't cleared. Just remember, this is our busiest time of year, so we're going to have an influx of mail, so we have to wait till the mail gets to us. Then we put it through our mail sorting machine, and that records the checks. So give us about 10 days to process everything. You could also pay online. If you pay by credit card, there is a credit card processing fee that it's not collected by us, it's the processor. If you want to pay by e-check, that is free. If you pay in December, it's a 3% discount. In January, 2%, February, 1%, and they are due on March 31st. We have also opened our installment payment plan. That will not be for this year's tax payments, but for 2026. So you can go in and apply for that. That's so you can make your tax payments in 4 easy installments. So that is available online, pbctax.gov. And then also just a reminder that through the end of November, we are offering our Vietnam Veteran Commemorative Pin for open to all Vietnam veterans and their families. You can just go online and request that, and we will get that mailed out to you. Thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving and happy Veterans Day.
We saved the best for last. Derek, you're up.
Good morning. Bruce talked about it. Our honor guard showed it. Fausto talked about it. Life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. You know, we create our own life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. And I was having a wonderful conversation with a friend of mine this morning, and my life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness is making sure that each one of you have what you need from the federal government. And even though the federal government is closed, I chose this profession for a reason, because it is my life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness to make sure my fellow Americans have what they need specifically in their greatest time of need. With the federal government being closed, I am not the president. I am not the United States Congress. I cannot tell you when it will reopen. But I will tell you this: I will be here for you if you need anything from the federal government, and there are agencies that are open. So if you have concerns with Social Security, Veterans Benefit, Medicaid, Medicare, whatever, please reach out to me. Thank you. God bless you. Happy Thanksgiving and happy Veterans Day. To include, my birthday is Veterans Day, so I do know what I'm talking about when I say my life, my liberty, and my pursuit of happiness. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, Derek. Derek has informed me that Congressman Mast has sent us something that we're going to be able to put up on our TV channels so that you can hear his message. Because we were not able to display it today because we would have had to put the screen down. So make sure that Joanne gets that before you leave. Okay. Anything else? Did we miss anything? Yes, ma'am. Come on up.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Gina Ward. I represent the clerk's office of Palm Beach County. I just have a quick update. Next week, so the week of the 10th, November 10th, we have Operation Camo. So it's all for veterans who are currently serving and who have served, active duty, military. So we pay your outstanding fees, or fines rather, save money on collection fees, get your license reinstated. So it's for your license. So if there's any type of fee, not saying that we're gonna pay or waive everything, but there is a percentage that we are able to take out so we can get you reinstated and back on the road. So, thank you.
Thank you very much. Officer Robinson, you need to say anything? I thought maybe you forgot something. Okay, great, terrific. There's one group of people that we forgot to thank. I was just thinking over just now as I'm looking at Lawrence, the security company that we have working here, working the gates, working the clubhouse. They have been doing an outstanding job, and I think they need a round of applause. And if no one has any other business to bring
Right
up
here,
or anything.
please.
Oh, go ahead.
Hi. Jim Beckett, Southampton Sea. I just wanted to mention about the flooding. I didn't get a chance to speak. Everyone is talking about the storm drains being flooded, and yes, the storm drains are being flooded. But there was a tremendous amount of water in my backyard and down to the right of my, coming out of my building, to the left of my building, at the end of the parking lot. And that water was not coming out of storm drains. That was flood water coming out of the canal, the small canal at the end of the property that runs behind the commercial property. That water was flooded all the way up to the parking lot. So I just want to make sure everyone understands, from what I'm seeing, it's not just a storm drain issue. Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Beckett. As we discussed in the lobby earlier, the flooding that was in the back of the Southampton buildings were indeed connected to your storm drain system. They are addressing that as best they can. That flooding did get quite close to the back of the Southampton buildings, particularly Southampton B. We were at the point of telling people they got to go. With keeping a very close watch on that, and we're working with the entities over on Reflection Bay. So if you see any flooding, please let us know. I'd rather you call and we already know about it than get surprised, all right? But we're gonna work with this project as best we can and hopefully not have any property damage. Okay?
I appreciate that, Donald.
You're welcome, Mr. Beckett.
I don't really understand if it's just a storm drain. I wanted to make that point. Thank you.
Good morning, Lou Harris, Wellington K. The board of each association is supposed to take a 1-hour additional course, and I know that it's being charged by Becker if you're not a member of a client of theirs. I was wondering whether UCA has been looking into having a free 1-hour session for that.
Good morning, Mr. Harris. Yes, we are looking for maybe a law firm or someone who's willing to come and give the course. We haven't had any success yet, but we will continue. As for the really easy solution of going to the Becker website and clicking on 1-hour course or 4-hour course as you need, there is a $25 charge, but be aware that that is a reimbursable expense. So if you have to kick out $25 to take your course, you should be reimbursed by that by your association. That's
Yeah, well, we have 7 members of the board, so.
and 7 members of the board can be reimbursed for that. When I have to take training relative to my job here at UCO, I put in for reimbursement from UCO. This is
Okay.
pretty much the same all over.
All right, I was just curious.
Yeah,
whether
but
there was a
we're doing our best, but I think.
Is there a deadline when that has to be accomplished, taking that 1-hour course?
No, they haven't figured that out yet, frankly.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you.
And more importantly, now that we're in annual meeting season, we really got to get the word out to the new board members and in some cases the existing board members. They have to take this 4-hour course. They have to get the certificate, and that certificate has to be put into the corporation records. If you don't take it, after 90 days, you're automatically deemed to not be on the board. No other action need be taken.
We're aware of that.
Yeah, but this is for everybody, Lou. All right?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Michael Brenner, Sussex E.
Yes, go ahead,
Regarding
Mike.
the last question, sir, doesn't your board have a lawyer?
Louis asking you a question.
Isn't your lawyer offering the course?
No.
Okay.
There are only certain lawyers that are certified to give that course.
Thank you.
Not every lawyer can. But if you go to, for those of you that went to the Condo Expo and took the 4-hour course last month, the last 45 minutes of that covered your hourly extension of your 4-hour training. So next time the expo comes to West Palm Beach or one of the other places, if you go and take the 4-hour course, the last hour counts as your 1-hour update. That's what I'm saying. I've taken the course 5 times, but when I went this time, Eric Blazer said that the people that need the 1-hour update, they're not doing a special 1-hour update yet. But the last hour, which really has to do with House Bill 913, all the legislation, counts for the update that would count for the 1 hour. Okay? So look into it. Any other questions?
Yeah, I have a question
Yes.
for Joanne. You said there was a broadband meeting on Wednesday. Where is it and what time?
Sorry. The broadband meeting is the second Wednesday of every month at noontime at UCO.
At the UCO. Okay, thank you.
Anyone else? Happy Thanksgiving, happy Veterans Day, and I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. John Timmerman. And who else? Sandy Levine. Thank you, everybody.
Okay.
All right, Tony.